So you can see that all the politicians that majority, I'm not saying all, I'm saying there's been a mass exodus of there's been a mass exodus of politicians that won on the platform of the Labour Party, that they have transitioned from the Labour Party to the APC. So I will be building on that premise to hinge on the fact why I think the political situation in Nigeria for 2025. I'll be basing my predictions for the political situation for Nigeria in this new year 2005. So, well, in this 2005, politically, I see, I see, um, I see the Labour Party in a lot of disarray. The Labour Party, they have not been able to hold it together. They have not been able to keep their thing going from their chairman issues, their secretariat issues, the issues around the tussle around their chairmanship, their candidate, and then I think the obedient fan base. I think Peter Obi his fan base has really really depleted. I think a lot of Peter Obi, a lot of obedience, a lot of people they've lost steam. They've lost that because it was not organic in the first place. It was not original in the first place. It was just a pulse, a vibe for the moment. It was not really original. So they've lost that steam they gathered before the election. So I doubt they can be able to put that together. Then again, you now look at the PDP. You see that the PDP too, PDP has not been able to put its house in order. The PDP has not been able to put its house in order, and so it's still a big, it's still a big, there's still a big lacuna, and whether we like it or not, provided Nyesom Wike is still an integral part of this current administration, where Nyesom Wike, if a member of the PDP, sleeps every day in the same federal capital territory where the president right now sleeps every night, provided Wike is still in the same boat with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't see the PDP being able to put itself together. I don't see the PDP. I don't see how PDP is going to go around all these issues and try to come up before 20. Don't forget that this 2025 now is the year that is more like the year that the president is going to consolidate on all of his policies. That he has introduced. I think the worst is behind us now. The pains that Nigerians have gone through, the pains that Nigerians have felt, all those pains now they are behind us. Going forward now, it's everybody's eyes is open. Everybody they shine their eye to see how far, because nobody will take anymore. Now, and the president has said, okay, this tax reform bill too will go. It will have to pass. So going forward, we see that the unpopular policies of President Bola Tinubu that has inflicted pains on quite a lot of Nigeria, there's beginning to be some level of stabilization. President Bola Tinubu is beginning to be a lot more popular, in terms of some of the things he have done. Whether we hate him or we love him, but we must say what has been done. He has been able to re-engineer the economy. He has steered the economy in a different direction. He has been able to right now nip a lot of cabal activities in the board. He has been able to show that he's the one in charge. He's the president, the grand commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He has been able to show that he cannot be tossed around. He can't be kicked around like he can. He has stood his ground. He has brought so many unpopular policies, but these policies have they have come to stay, irrespective of the agitations here, irrespective of the strikes and whatever, irrespective of the protest, irrespective of, he has been able to tell you that he's a man that knows what he wants, and he wants to, you know, reinforce that he knows what he wants. So I see, and if you look at it, the APC has been able to get grounds in more states. Recently, Edo has swapped now from the PDP to APC. More members that won, House of Rep members that won on the platform of the Labour Party, all of them, over 10, I think, at a point I read, had swapped from Labour Party to APC. So from what you can see, from what you can tell that the APC is only growing bigger and bigger as a family, is growing larger as a family, and then the politics that is being played out, how President Tinubu is playing the politics, it might not be too favorable to some section of the country, it might not be too favorable to, but he's keeping it together. Things are the country is being run. There's the effect of governance is there. You know that there's a president in charge of the country. There's nobody that can just so my predictions are that the APC will be a much more stronger and formidable party going into 2026, which will be the last year of active governance for the incumbent president, because towards the end of 2026 they'll start politicking, campaigning, and they'll start campaigning for 2027. So I see the race going to 2027 as a majorly Bola Ahmed Tinubu race. I see that Peter Obi has lost his fans, and if Peter Obi says he's going to align with Atiku Abubakar, they'll just he definitely cannot be the presidential candidate. He would have to be maybe a vice if there's going to be any merger between parties. And even at that, should Labour Party and PDP have a merger, I don't even still see that merger unseating the APC as it stands today. These are my opinions. These are my projections going forward 2025. And I will still buttress some of these points of mine in time to come. So you have me.